Hello and welcome. Today we're going to check out the Purplekiss album. We're going to start with the intro, Save Me. I have actually heard the song already because they pre-released it as this performance, but nevertheless we're going to check this out. Lots of groups have intros. I'm personally a pretty big fan of intros actually, and the last intro that Purplekiss had actually turned into being a full song on the next album, so that is kind of cool as well. I hope actually that this song gets turned into a full song as well, but obviously, as I said, pretty cool intros. Usually they set the tone for the entire album, and they also give the groups the opportunity to create a really unique sort of performance when they perform their title track on stage at music shows and whatever. They can sort of incorporate that intro, which I think is pretty cool. So let's have a listen. This is also the only one where we have a video.
Every single moment, party's over. Who is the savior? Dripping, dripping, purple juice. I can't bring the pain.
Very cool. They switch up very cool. They bring in the 808, they bring in the hi-hats, they up the energy. Obviously, this, as I said, it kind of sets the tone for the entire album, and we can already tell it sort of has that creepy yet elegant sort of mysterious vibe to it. Very cool vocal processing as well here. And as you can see, they are also incorporating lyrics from their title track already, which, by the way, in case you missed that reaction, it's gonna be linked up here or here. I have no idea, honestly, but it's gonna be linked up there, so you can go and check that out. But they are incorporating lyrics from the title track here already, which makes a lot of sense. Very cool harmony here. Woo, that bass. Nice. Very gritty, very distorted sort of sound choice there. Okay, so that's the intro. As I said, I had heard this already, but it's very cool. And I really hope they turn this into a full song actually, because it actually sounds really, really good. So hopefully they do that. There's hope, as I said, that happened with another song, so there's a chance. But now let's check out the first song. Okay, the first song is called Take with a 4, so let's have a listen. Oh, also something to mention here is that there's actually members involved in the songwriting a lot of times, and I think, let me check. For this song specifically, it is Uki and Chain. So that I think is always really, really cool. I think it always gives it a unique touch if members of the group are incorporated in the songwriting, and it also makes the songs more authentic in my opinion. And I wish a lot more groups would do it. I'm personally a big fan of it, and it's good to see it here again. Okay, really interesting instrument. Let me turn up the volume. Okay, we have a very low bass here. Then obviously this melody and the drums. Really interesting choice of instruments. Whew. Potentially pre-chorus with piano and... very distorted synth bass there in the background. And some big white noise splashes as well. Those synths are pretty crazy, almost like dubstep-ish. Okay, let's go back here for a second. I think there's some really interesting points to be made here. So first of all, we're really quickly getting into the chorus. So usually the chorus, you would probably hit it at like around 1 minute. Here we are already sort of in it at 30 seconds, which is incredibly fast. Really like this. They sort of match the run in the piano, the da 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 da, together with the vocal. And then this deep sub bass. Ooh, that little melody. Nice fill. And these synths are really, really crazy. Melody in the chorus is really, really pretty. Really like that little jump there. I will be the one left for you. I can't sing that. I'm not capable, but it's really cool. Ooh, no instruments at all. And back. Cool. Once again, really interesting sort of drum choices. Not necessarily like standard drums that you hear in a lot of tracks. Especially that one with a lot of reverb. Oh, that was like a literally like a big house snare there. That one right there. It's like a Martin Garrix Animal sort of snare, in case you guys know that song. Wow, didn't expect that in this sort of context. But that's what makes it cool, right? Mixing up new things. But actually, I'm not sure, maybe all the drums are big house. I'm not necessarily familiar with the genre too much, but it could be. That's a really cool chord change. Drums stay the same. Drums are very consistent in this song. Love this synth. Nice. Also, this melody is very memorable, very playful overall. But these synths are crazy. And no instruments again. So this is definitely a very interesting mixture of instruments. And as I said earlier with the intro, it sets the tone for the album and we can instantly see it here. Very mysterious, very dark, very creepy-ish, but with some really cool influences. As I said, I think it might be big house drums. I mean, the one snare for sure was. I'm not entirely sure about the other ones because I'm not necessarily that familiar with the genre. I think the genre is also kind of dead at the moment. Maybe the synth also fit into it. I wouldn't really be surprised. But it's a very interesting combination then together with that dark and mysterious, playful, almost classical influence sort of style with the piano and whatever. Really, really cool. As I said, I really like how they sometimes play along with like the melodies that are being played on the piano and kind of sort of sing along with them on the vocal. And yeah, this is a really cool track and definitely going in my playlist as well. Let's check out the next one. All right, so next up we have Autopilot. And let me check real quick. Once again, Uki on this track and then a bunch of songwriters from RBW, which is their label. And also the label of Mamamoo, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check it out. Ooh, synthwave, question mark? Maybe? Getting filtered in. Interesting synth sounds. Yeah, synthwave. Okay, let's go. Okay, so really cool drum beat, I think, is the Lindrum drum machine. Very commonly used drum machine for this genre. I think another track that has used this drum machine is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, which I'm sure most of you guys know. And the synths obviously also fall into this category a lot. I love that drum machine. I think it sounds really great. And also the beat. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Love the gritty synths. Very different from the first track. And very fast BPM, I think. Whew. Halftime? I think. So twice as fast in terms of how it feels. Oh, okay. There's a really cool, like, sort of wobbly synth there in the background that sounds really cool. I'm not sure if it's playing like an arpeggio or if it's just sort of sounding like that, but it's a really cool sound. Interesting. Very bouncy with that bass. Nice. Love the little filtered out reverb or like delay throw there. Very cool. Background vocals and vocals in general. Perplkiss, very insane at that. Nice. I love this switch up here. So they're sort of going back to that halftime feel that I mentioned earlier, but this time it has rap on top, which I think is really cool. Familiar yet different. Also love that little overlap there. So they sort of have the drums out there, then they have that fill, and together with that fill, the vocal phrase starts, but then on the downbeat of when the chorus actually hits, they sort of land on the... Well, it's not the title of the song, but it's like the word monster. I'm not sure why it's called Autopilot. I don't think they say it, but maybe I missed it. Oh, never mind. There it is. Cool harmony on that part right there. Really cool harmony. Very high harmony. Very, very cool. Like it. And it's same background vocal actually. It sounds like someone is like belting like crazy there. And now a little bit of a synth melody. Ooh, guitar. Ooh, and car sounds, because Autopilot, nice, sort of filling into that image. Always like it when the theme and the sound works together, so that's great here. Yeah, once again, really cool song. I like it a lot. A little bit of synthwave here. Love the little rap switch up there, where I think Uki comes in at the second time when they go into the halftime. That was really cool, I think. Yeah, let's check out the next song. All right, so the next song is called Agit. I don't actually know what that means. Once again, we have Uki on the credits. Oh yeah, and Goyeon. Goyeon? Is that how you pronounce her name? I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, because she's actually my bias. I never said that, but anyways, 2 members on the credits again. Let's have a listen. Synth chords. Different feel, entirely different feel again. Once again, interesting, unique drum choices. Ooh, synth arpeggio, okay. And some nice chords beneath. And back into chorus after 30 seconds again, like the first track. Definitely more future bass than everything else that we have so far. Okay, pretty cool. Cool melody there. Love the little like slap bass sort of funky patterns in between. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty cool. Cool how they play with the rhythm of the kick drum here actually.
Baby, in here feels like dreaming.
Back into the ARP, no drums. Like this section feels like very empty compared to everything else, which makes a lot of sense because it is meant to be the transition into the chorus where these chords come in again. And these chords, and yeah, I love the slap bass in the background, but love these, like the fact that this works so well is because these future bass chords, they just fill out everything frequency wise, so it feels very full when it actually hits. And you can sort of tell that, like, when you listen to the vocal melody, especially the second half with the woo, woo, I can't sing that, but it sort of dodges out on the actual chords of the synth hitting just because they would compete in the same frequency spectrum. So it sort of makes it a lot cleaner by doing it that way. Back to that synth. And sounds like there's like an E piano, like a synth piano beneath it as well. Little vocal chops in the background as well. Has some really nice bounce. I really like the fact that, like, because they went for future bass, that they have that space that I just mentioned in between, because a lot of future bass songs will just be like, there's a lot of future bass songs that also basically don't have any vocals in the chorus because these synths just completely take over. But by sort of having that stop and go-ish synth hitting there, they give the vocals a lot of space, and I think it's really cool. It gives them a lot of attention, the attention that they deserve, so it feels really nicely balanced through that. Nice. The rap is really cool. And then this background vocal as well. Nice. Okay, nice. So that was Agit. Agit. Let's check out the last song. Alright, the last song is called So Far So Good. Let me check the credits again. Okay, so on this last song, we have Uki again, and I actually forgot Dozy for the last song. So she was on the last song as well. I just recognized that because I still had it open. But on this song, just Uki from the members, if I read it correctly. So let's listen to this one. Guitar. Okay.
선명한 너와 나의 사이 네 맘의 반이라도 보여준다면 It's good to be around you 넌 내게 특별한 issues 내 순간 궁금해 about you 참아도 생각나는 넌 too much So far so good 너와 나의 모든
And bass coming in, okay. 30 seconds again, so early choruses throughout the album. Nice. Love that little vocal run there. Nice. This is also very catchy. Back to this guitar. This time we have a little bit more percussion, a little bit more movement, and the snap as well, obviously. Another bass comes in again with the kick drum and the snare, obviously. So yeah, you can really tell like how big the impact is of the kick and the bass coming in and out, sort of. It really sort of drives the song forward, and it's really important whenever you're writing a song or you're producing a song to use these elements wisely in order to drive a song forward or to take out energy by removing them temporarily. So really, really important elements. and really well done here. And additionally to that, what they did is in the beginning they had this guitar arpeggio, the dum 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 dum, and then they went into a section with sort of held chords like and that obviously is sort of contrasting because in the first section you have a lot more movement through that arpeggio in the guitar, and then that is obviously contrasted by these held chords. So really smart. Here we go again. That's exactly what I was talking about with the pads here. And this obviously allows the chorus to be contrasting again with the drums coming in. A lot more punch behind that chorus. Oops. Shouldn't hit my mic. Ooh. Let's take out the energy again. Again, nice. Incredible vocals again. Like that melody a lot. And now back to this melody. Yeah, this is sort of the most memorable part to me. Very pretty. Okay, cool. So this were on the ballad side of things, but I think this is a great song as well for them to show off their vocals a little bit more. Very pretty, very nice to listen to. Some really, really nice melodies. I like it a lot. I think my personal favorite on this album was actually the first track or the second track. So what was it called? Take. I just love this sort of matchup between this playful and this dark sound and the weird big house drums, big room, sorry. I think I thought that was really interesting. I haven't really heard something like that, so that stood out the most to me, but I like all of the songs a lot actually. I think this was a really, really strong album. I think generally speaking, the Purple-Kiss albums are always really, really good. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think about this album. Also make sure to go and check out SerpentIris, which is another channel where we analyze groups and music, and we're actually currently working on a Purple-Kiss video for that channel as well, so that's gonna come up very soon as well. So definitely head over there and check it out. Maybe subscribe so you are already prepared for the video coming up. And other than that, definitely let me know, as I said, what's your favorite song of this album? How did you guys like the album? And see you guys in another video. Goodbye.